afternoon, everyone. My name is Hamaad Yousuf, and I'm working in Forman Christian College University in Pakistan. And my topic is evidence on the role of institution in economic growth, a panel literate study of developing country. So the breakdown of my presentation is introduction, objective of the study, review literature, theoretical framework, methodology, results, and then conclusion. So what are institutions? According to North 1981, institutions refer to rules, procedure, norms that are designed to restrict the human behavior in order to maximize wealth. And according to Skimgating 1992, institutions are administration, bureaucracies, formal rules, informal norms, laws, and rules. So basically, the objective of my study is to estimate the effect of institution on economic growth. So my institutions are financial institutions, political institutions, economic and social institutions. So these are the literature review I've like mentioned in my research paper. So I'll go through each one of them. Impact of capital stock on labor and economic growth. Yugweb, he used OLS estimation. OLS is ordinary least square, and he found the positive relationship between capital stock and. Then the second one is impact of economic institution on economic growth. So EDEC 2015, he used OLS estimation, direct relationship. He used the Turkey. Then comes Wu Chang 2010 panel error correction model, direct relationship with financial institution on and economic growth. He used 13 countries, developing countries, data of 13 developing countries. Then come Paik et al. He used OLS estimation, inverse relationship between social institution and economic growth. He used the data of China. Next slide is my theoretical framework of my research paper. So you can see that it's a production function in equation 1. Y is output, economic growth, A, technology, K, capital, and L, labor. So I have divided the entire equation with the labor. So in the next equation, I have assumed that it's Cobb-Douglas production function. As you can see, the beta. Then in equation 4, I have taken the log and regressed output per labor on capital per labor in equation 4. And there are two things which we, after regression, get. Alpha naught, which is constant, and mu, which is error term. So if we add both of them, we get technology. So basically, the economic growth and institution don't have direct relationship. There is an indirect relationship I have used. I have used technology and capital per labor. I've regressed both of them on institutions. And at the end, I have used a chain rule. In order to calculate all the institutions. So the sample data is of 21 IDA countries, and data sources ICRG, WDI, Penn World. So this is the data source of my variables. So first of all, I've taken from capital per labor, I have taken from Penn World, then all the, GDP from International Development Indicator, then economics, economic institutions, financial institutions, political and social institutions I've taken from the International Country Risk Guide. So I have used, basically, it's pure economics. So I have used a generalized method of movement for my, it's basically the technique which, it's a regression techniques which I've used. So for that, why have used this generalized method of movement? Because there was a problem of endogeneity. So most of you know that like there is a model, in model you have dependent variable, independent variable, then error term. So if there is a relationship between error, independent variable and the error term, there is a of endogeneity. So in order to nullify that, we use instrumental variable approach. So this generalized method of movement uses instrumental variable approach. So it's like technical term. So this is the results of my endogeneity. I have in the next slide. So basically, endogeneity is detected in in this right side, and on the left side, it's unidirectional, no endogeneity problem. Sorry. Okay. So these are my results. I have used generalized method of movement technique. I have regressed economic growth on capital stock. These are my results for this. And then I have I regressed capital stock on all the basically on all the institutions. These are the results. And then technology on all the institutions. So I've used these three table results to calculate so basically marginal effects. So marginal basically means change. So first one is social institution, second one political, third economic and financial. So in developing countries, if we focus on, you can see that these values are the higher values. So one, I can interpret for you, 1% change in economic institution can bring 4.4% change in economic growth, or 1% change in financial institution can bring change in 8.6% change in economic growth. So you can see that these two values are higher. So if we focus on economic institution and financial institution in developing countries, then we can have better growth as compared to the social and political institutions. So this is my conclusion. Basically, well functioning of economic institution will transfer technology across the border from developed to developing countries, hence increasing economic growth. Strong financial institutions promote capital accumulation, technological progress, which promote economic growth. If there is a political stability, it allows the government to complete its all development projects, hence economic growth will rise. Better performance of social institutions keep ethnic and racial tension under control, hence economic growth encourages economic growth. So basically, I've taken the data from ICRG International Country Risk Guide. It's a paid data, and so that's why my data is limited to 21 countries. But in future, I'll use SAARC and countries, hopefully, and for further research. That's it.